Hello and welcome to part 1 of Alan Wake 2. Now, I haven't played Alan Wake 1, unfortunately, but I know that it was released back in 2010. So this game follows a story whereby a best-selling horror novelist has been trapped in an alternate dimension for 13 years. So that's one perspective of the game, and then another perspective is an FBI agent called Saga Anderson, who's FBI agent who is investigating a series of ritualistic murders. So it's going to follow the story through. So thanks for joining me, and let's get into the game.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story. In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Okay, so it looks like this guy's trapped, or looks like he got taken out into the woods by someone or something. I think we're playing one of the victims here, so this will be interesting. Damn, they didn't even help him. Okay, I'm not sure what that was. Definitely some funny noises coming from this forest, that's for sure. Oh. Oh. Not expecting that. Oh shit. This is insane. I'm telling you, if I was here in real life, I'd be legging it. Oh my god. could just witness the murder right here. Let's find out. Imagine just stumbling upon that. What would you actually do? What could you do?
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my god, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
Okay, so this must be Saga Anderson then, FBI agent.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work. A deputy was supposed to be here to show us to the crime scene. There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Or maybe killed by the cult.
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
Okay, so we've got a map.
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Sounds like a radio.
Wait! Hey! Over here! Hey there! Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Anderson. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Casey.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agent's right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell them about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
I mentioned the city folk. He's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took him back to town a while ago.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly.
Okay, let's take a look at the case board.
The Mind Place. My version of the Mind Palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the Mind Place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Okay, so these are all the clues used in the investigation. Okay, zoom in. Series of murders have occurred around the town of Bright Falls. Finding the connections will help our search for the killer. Slight difference in murders, bloating only, commonality in bodies but not cause of death, chest trauma, exposure to water post-mortem. All of the victims reported missing in 2010, no other commonalities. So we've got Ted Lane's a dentist. The victim was reported missing in 2010, discovered in 2012, buried in a shallow grave. Found in Cauldron Lake. Some organs missing. Chest wound was ruled as cause of death. Tattooing on the body. All bodies experienced bloating. Yeah, due to the water. Most recent victim died of major chest trauma. Two of the victims had bruising, some form of restraint, strapped or belted down. So as we saw obviously in that previous clip, or the mission before, whatever you want to call it, we saw that guy obviously strapped down using a belt, and obviously cut open there, looking like they're collecting organs. Maybe they're using them as trophies or something potentially. Okay. So we've got to talk to someone to get the actual killer profile. Victim number 3 was covered in illegible tattoos. Okay. Yes, that could be a signal of some kind from the cult to let everyone know that it was them. Or maybe it was some kind of ritual they were performing. Nothing apparent in common. Killer may be a sportsman or hunter. Okay. Or killers, by the looks of it. I've also got that map here as well. Okay. This is the murder site, right? Okay, let's get back to the...
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
Mirror Peak. Mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak. Iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. Oh, here we go. Mighty mountain in the distance is no other than Mirror Peak, the iconic landmark overlooking Cauldron Lake. From the right angle, its beauty will be reflected on the calm surface of the lake, mirrored in all its inverted glory. It sounds nice, but it's got an eerie feeling about it. Make our way to the murder site.
Okay, nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Okay, is that path blocked?
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
Together at the murder site. I did not want to swap. No, sure not, Captain. Try explaining it one more time. How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan?
I'm gonna go check something out. Be right back.
Got it.
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you.
You can definitely see why the killer chose this place.
So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. And we didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay. Let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Okay, so let's place that image in the case board.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
Okay, it's each time we get a piece of evidence, obviously it gets put on the case board, and we can build around the investigation to actually find who did this. This is quite cool as you go through that investigation of the murder and murders, I guess in this case. When a key image is placed, it will prompt a new question. Consistent with murders. Okay. Look at the goals. look at the previous murders. So there's a shallow grave. This is some organs, which was common with this murder. Chest, yeah, so again that was common. Chest wound. Bloating, which this guy has. Deep gash in the chest. Bruising on wrists and legs. Okay, let's take a look again. Okay, let's collect some clues.
The killer left the heart right next to the body.
Interesting, so that heart must signify something.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. Inside stab wound. Chest cut open.
So that's
Heart
common
removed.
to the other murders. The straps, the chest opening, however some of them have missing organs, which I don't think it does. At least his heart's there, so that's definitely not missing. Let's see if we've got anything else. I thought I saw something else, a third one. Okay. So let's stick these. Newly discovered clues can be placed onto the open question. How do we actually place them? Here we go. Yeah, so down on the D-pad. Okay, so we've got major chest trauma. So major chest trauma, so that's definitely one. Cargo strap, let's put that down. Then we have heart found near the victim's body, so put that down.
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Okay, so we've resolved the question. And now we get more. Okay, so now we get more things to do, more goals. So, triangle. So, okay, learn more about the victim, learn more about the killer. Okay. Okay, fine. So you can actually just return to this when we need a sort of a refresher. Okay, let's get out of here.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues.
Okay, so let's have a look around then.
Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here.
Okay, so we've got blood.
Multiple people were here. Multiple killers?
Yeah, looks like there's multiple killers due to the cult. see what else is around here. Okay, so we've got a box. Is this where... Okay, I was going to say organs were, but it looks like beers instead.
Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
Yeah, that's true.
Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over.
Wow.
Was it for a camera?
They're actually taking pictures of this as well. Their personal collection or their rituals or whatever they're doing. That's next level. What other clues do we have? That's 1, 2. That's 3. A cover 3. Yeah, so footsteps. Okay, so O's flashlight. Okay, so let's get back into the case board. So, what do we know about the killers? There's multiple. Okay, so therefore later. Heavy blood splatter on table, so that's the victim. Right. Okay, that's the killers.
Boot prints, indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Would have thought the heavy blood splatter would mean that it's the victim, but okay. Okay, so we do actually have a gun and some bullets. Okay, so we're missing something. Let's get back. Guess let's have a look around and see if there's anything we can see.
I'll be back in a second.
Picnic
Roger.
area. Must be something around here. Some other clues potentially.
Hello, this is Agent Anderson and Agent Casey, FBI. We'd like to come in and ask a few questions pertaining to an investigation.
The station heads are not currently available. Access is restricted without their permission.
Nice talking to you, too.
See if we can annoy him into submission. Probably not. Look, there's a light or something over there, right? Okay, let's see if we can find anything else that will help the investigation. Okay, so we've got another picnic area here. Would this be where they were camping out potentially? Confused? Follow these steps. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the
Anderson.
fridge. Take a nap.
Hey, let's get back to work over here, can we?
Wonder what's inside. I should take a look around for a way to open this thing.
Okay. Wash your hands. Take the chicken out of the fridge. Take a nap.
Did you know this entire area is inside a caldera? This whole mountain used to be an active volcano. Imagine the force it took. You got it. I used to love geology when I was in school. I helped Logan
okay,
build a
yeah, I'll
great
buy this,
baking soda volcano for
there we
her
go.
science fair.
Cheating on a science fair? That's almost a crime, Anderson.
I'm not gonna say no to quality time with a volcano. I mean, my daughter.
Don't take anything if you are in one of the trees. Okay. It's a bit weird. Let's follow this path. See where this takes us. Okay, so that's where the crime happened.
Anderson. Forest can be a dangerous place.
I'll look around. See you in a bit.
Take your time.
So this looks broken. I know, so should, okay, it's a bit knocked over. Okay, let's take a look in here. Okay, this looks like a journal. Some suspicious activity spotted. Further through, they saw movement in the bushes. Footprints around the area were found, but some were compromised by the filter. Note to self, train the filter. Note to nothing to report. Some animals. Hunters out after dark. Poachers heard some gunshots. Not one of ours. Got to keep an eye on these particular people. They could get more than they bargained for out there. Okay. So again, we've got beers, we've got the poker chips and cards. This could be where they
left a
camped out,
lot of
potentially.
garbage. Not the fastidious type.
Sleeping bag, some gear, guitar. Okay. Yeah, definitely a lot of junk right here. I've got a feeling someone's going to jump at me any minute. Okay. Let's go out and see what else we can find. Has to be something else around here. Not sure if we're actually going too far out at this point, but this is back where we came, wasn't it? General store. Okay. Okay, that was the general store. So looks like that's where they were camping out.
Is that a kid's lunchbox? An
Okay,
Alex
so lunchbox
Casey
here.
movie lunchbox. Casey hates the endless jokes about coincidentally having the same name as a fake detective. He hates those cheesy crime books, but he really hates the movies.
Remember, it's just a bad day, not a bad life, but if you're having a good day, you can watch the whole thing. Manuscript fragments can be used to upgrade weapons. Okay. Okay, fine, so we don't have enough for the upgrade yet.
Finding a Casey movie lunchbox out here can't be a coincidence. Another message?
Okay. Is this a part of the same investigation? I don't think it is. Okay, so these clues are for later. Let's get back to the crime scene and work back from there again. We must be missing something. That was a fallen tree. That's where we came from. Witches laid on witch hut. Maybe we'll find something here. That definitely sounds culty to me. Witch hut. Cauldron Lake. Here lived the witch of Cauldron Lake, where her spirit was still in its place. Okay. Okay, some more stuff. Shotgun shells.
A lunchbox again. Who's leaving these out here?
I know things can get a little crazy around here, but if you're ever feeling scared, just remember that Alan is watching over us. Okay. Interesting. Doesn't look like there's anything else there. See what else we can find. Hopefully I'm in the right track, so I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. Just looking around the area. Trying to see if there's any other clues.
Can't go any further. Water's too deep.
Okay. It's definitely the right way. That's the witch. Nothing that way. Let's go over here and see if there's anything here. Let's check out this place. Oh, actually, we've already been there, I think, right? Yeah. So I just went around in a circle, okay. Let's go back to the crime scene. Maybe I've missed something. Maybe it's something a lot closer. Okay.
Welcome back, Anderson.
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale? Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Okay, so he was sacked.
So what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here.
I bet there's more to that story.
But no happy ending.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago, 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's
so there's some
everything.
additional clues.
For now, at least.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it.
Okay, so let's go into case board. Casey Nightingale went off the deep end. FBI fired him. Okay. That's the victim. Victim is Robert Nightingale, last seen in Bright Falls 13 years ago. Okay.
Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Bright Falls 13 years ago.
Premeditated or spontaneous? Tripod found, so premeditated. Yeah. They were planning this for sure. It's quite cool how it all comes together. Okay.
They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now? Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Can use profiling inside Saiga's mind place to get inside the heads of suspects and victims. Okay. Using intuition, Saga can discover new clues by profiling people of interest.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder.
Okay.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch. It goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Okay, that might explain why they took his heart out.
This mug always cheers me up.
Let's go back to the case board. So it came from the Lake Cauldron, okay. Interesting. Okay, let's go back and see. Is there anything else here? Okay.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake.
Okay, so we've already looked at those.
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow.
Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just wait here.
Okay, let's go to the lake.
This one of your hunches, Anderson? Did something happen at the lake?
I think Nightingale came up from that direction. From the lake. Probably looking for shelter. Safety. They were waiting for him.
When you're ready, I'd love to hear what you put together so far.
Sure. It's not that complicated. Nightingale was out in the woods alone at night, possibly nude. The killers knew he was here, ambushed him, dragged him to the campgrounds, strapped him to the table, cut his heart out. But then they were interrupted by those witnesses, the Bookers. The job is unfinished.
That seems pretty complicated to me. What was this guy doing skinny dipping at this time of year?
Haven't figured that part out yet.
Mm-hmm. Lots of questions.
Lots of answers for us to find.
I didn't know trees got that big. Gives me the creeps.
You need to get out more. It is kind of creepy, though.
Okay, so we did come obviously here before. I think we're a bit
There's
too
a piece of paper on
far
the
into
ground.
it, so okay.
Tracks. Barefoot. Nightingales? They come out from under the boulder.
It makes no sense.
It's a redacted file of some kind.
A page full of text on one side. Not a printout. Written with a typewriter. Old school. Lines scratched out and edits added with a pen.
Mm-hmm. Like a manuscript. Page of a story. Killer left a message.
It's for us. The text is about us. The victim was one of their own. FBI Special Agent Robert Nightingale. And then there was the page they found. The first step down into terrifying depths.
Reading
the words.
These words felt like a message.
Felt like a message.
Someone knew they were here. Someone playing a game with them. An invitation. How could they not accept?
Even if they knew it would end up hurting them. Someone's been watching us.
Playing a sick game with us.
You were right. This is right up my alley. Nightingale came this way. Either he dropped this page, or the killers left it for us. I should profile Nightingale about this page.
Okay, and I think that's it for part one. Overall, I thoroughly enjoyed part one. I love the investigation aspect of it, getting to know the killers, getting to know the victim, and it reminds me a lot of Criminal Minds, which is a TV series. If you haven't watched that, go ahead and watch that. It's really good. Thank you so much if you've watched till the end, and I will see you in part two.